We're bringing our message directly to the American people, and that is a message of putting the well-being and the interests of the American people first and foremost, ahead of partisan interests, ahead of corporate interests.
All right, Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, just on Fox News a short time ago, talking about how she will distinguish herself from a crowded field of nearly 24 people right now, and talking about fundraising where she'll accept money, where she will not. Charlie Gasparino has been focusing on that very, very closely. He joins us right now.
She's bringing her message directly to the American people on Wall Street, we should point out, in the next coming weeks. We should point out that, I mean, she's not the only Democrat that has taken Wall Street money, as they're basically saying they're not going to take corporate money, but they are flooding Wall Street right now, from what I understand, with requests for donations. Here's what we know, is that Tulsi Gabbard is going to be meeting with Wall Street executives for fundraising. She will hold her first New York City fundraiser, from what I understand, the first week in June, and she'll be focusing on Wall Street executives. We should point out, again, not the only one. On Wednesday, Mayor Pete, how do you say his name? Buttigieg?
Buttigieg.
He held a New York City fundraiser. We should also point out that
Wall Street
guys here in New York City. I'm sorry, I left that part out. Now, here's something interesting. There's been some reports that, you know, that Joe Biden's going to have a New York City fundraiser, that Jim Chanos, the legendary fund manager and short seller, might attend. So might Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York State. From what I understand, and this is sources are telling me, that Biden's going to hold his first New York City fundraiser next month. It's going to be hosted by Chanos, the short seller, legendary hedge fund manager, one of the best investors I know in the markets. So, you know, I will say this. The Democrats, I take Biden out of it, because he really has not, you know, been, you know, pounding the class warfare stuff, like ignoring corporate donors. I mean, he may not take Wall Street donors and he may not take corporate donors.
Wall Street donors are the guys themselves. It's not the firm giving the money.
Sometimes it's the firm. Well, sometimes it will be the firm.
Okay.
Okay. But
in this case, do you know whether it is?
Now, these are individuals, and they're not just Wall Street. These are hedge funds, you know, stuff. But I'm just saying, take Biden out of it, because I don't think he's being really hypocritical about this. The other ones, as you've seen from Tulsi Gabbard, you know, they talk a good game about not taking these corporate donations, but they are flooding the street, Wall Street, with requests. Like I said, Pete Buttigieg out there, Cory Booker out there. I know a lot of Wall Street guys that won't give to him. People who used to like him on his school choice stuff, they don't. They think he's moving too far left. Kamala Harris is out there. The only ones I think that are not out there, or who I know are not out there, it's Bernie Sanders, the socialist from Montana, and Elizabeth Warren. Those are the only two that are not directly soliciting Wall Street.
The reason why I was trying to make the distinction between the Wall Street guys and the firms, is that is sort of a loophole for these guys who say, well, we're not accepting it from the firms.
Yes, yeah. And it remains to be seen if they say, well, we're not accepting their PAC money, but we may take a firm donation.
Understood.
We should also point out a lot of these firms, like when we're saying banks, distinguish that from hedge funds, which are made up of individuals. A lot of these banks have cut back dramatically on the corporate giving. They will give through their PACs and whatever, and, you know, but they won't give individually through. But individuals will give. So what we know now is these guys are lining up for Wall Street, and it's going to hit. It's going to hit hard in June. And we know Tulsi's out there. And we know Biden is ready to do it with Mr. Chanos, and a lot more.
All right. Aloha. You know that means hello and goodbye.
Does it really?
Isn't that weird? Yeah. So aloha. Until next week.
Hola.
Yeah.
You know what hola means?
All right.